The Moonflower Wish. In the peaceful town of Starry Vale, where the skies were always filled with twinkling stars and the breeze smelled like cinnamon and dreams, there was a tiny garden known as the Whispering Grove. This garden was special, not because it was large, but because it held a single glowing flower that only bloomed once a year under the full moon. The flower was called a moonflower, and legend said that when it opened, it could grant one heartfelt wish made by someone truly kind. Now, in Starry Vale lived two best friends, Lila, a gentle girl with a wild imagination, and Noah, a cheerful boy with a love for the stars. The two had been friends since they were little, always sharing stories, picnics, and daydreams. Every year, they visited the Whispering Grove on the night of the moonflower bloom. They'd sit together, share their secret hopes, and make silly wishes, like turning the school into a candy shop or making kittens float like balloons. But this year felt different. Lila was moving away. Her parents had found a new home in another town far across the hills. The news made her heart heavy, and even Noah, who always had something fun to say, became quiet. Still, on the night of the full moon, they walked hand in hand to the grove for one last visit. The garden shimmered in the moonlight, and there it was, the moonflower, glowing softly, its petals just beginning to open. They sat beside it in silence, listening to the night birds and the rustle of sleepy leaves. "I'm going to miss this place," Lila said, hugging her knees. "I'm going to miss you," Noah said softly. Lila smiled sadly. "Do you think maybe the moonflower could help?" "You mean to stay?" Noah asked. "No, not that. Just to keep us close, even if we're far." Noah thought for a moment. Then he reached into his backpack and pulled out something wrapped in tissue, two matching bracelets made from silver thread and tiny star beads. "I made these," he said. "They're moon bracelets. If we wear them, maybe the stars will remember us." Lila's eyes sparkled. "They're beautiful." They slipped them on their wrists. The moonflower, now in full bloom, seemed to glow brighter for a moment. "Let's both make a wish," Lila whispered. "But this time, we say it out loud." Noah nodded, and together they closed their eyes. "I wish," said Lila, "that no matter where we are, our friendship will always feel like home." "I wish," said Noah, "that when we miss each other, the stars will carry our thoughts back and forth." The moonflower quivered gently, releasing a faint shimmer of light into the sky, like a soft sigh of approval. They stayed a while longer, lying on the grass and watching the stars drift slowly across the sky, feeling the magic of the moment wrap around them like a warm blanket. The next day, Lila left Starry Vale, and things changed. Days felt longer. The school seemed quieter. Noah missed her laugh and her funny drawings, but every night he looked at the stars and touched his bracelet, imagining Lila doing the same. Miles away, Lila did just that. She told the moon bracelet all her secrets, knowing somehow Noah could hear them in the wind. One day, as the next full moon approached, Noah returned to the grove alone. The garden had missed them, its flowers looked droopy, and the moonflower bud had barely grown. He sat down and sighed. "I wish I could see her again, just for a little while." Suddenly he heard footsteps. From behind the gate, someone stepped into the moonlight. "Did you think I'd miss the moonflower?" Lila said with a grin. Noah's face lit up. "You came back." "My parents said we could visit every full moon until we move back in a year. They missed Starry Vale too." The moonflower bloomed faster than ever, glowing so brightly it lit the whole grove. The wind swirled gently, and the two friends sat side by side once again, their bracelets catching the moonlight. "I never stopped thinking about you," Lila said. "Me neither," Noah replied. Then they laughed, sharing stories, dreams, and silly jokes until they were too sleepy to speak. And just before they drifted off under the stars, Lila whispered, "Maybe the moonflower didn't just grant a wish." "What do you mean?" Noah mumbled. "Maybe it brought us something better. A promise that real friendship, and maybe a little magic, lasts forever." Noah smiled and closed his eyes.
The moonflower glowed gently, as if to say, "Yes, the end."